Welcome to 99th Monkey Liberty News for Friday, October 17th, 2014. Little info from Henry Macau. He believes that the Ebola pandemic is a hoax. Ebola pandemic smells like a hoax. So some interesting information there and some interesting information in the comments as well. There might be something going on. There have been these rumors that a big change is underway. So I'm introducing a couple of these articles. This is from American National Militia. That's Drake. Update from Neil. This is from Neil Keenan, and he is stating that the Republic of the United States may have been restored, that the corporation maybe finally stepped down. It's all fuzzy. Poof wrote some similar things this week in his midweek report. I'm really not sure about it, but there is kind of this underground feeling, that sense that something is happening. And the bond markets have been crashing, and the stock markets are down and probably will go much further down, according to James Ricards. You can see this collapse coming a mile away, and he's referring to the U.S. financial markets. And one of the interesting things, and I may have mentioned this earlier this week, a friend of a friend was watching the Weather Channel on, well, I think it was on Sunday, and said that he heard a report that involved the CIA and the FBI stating that there is going to be a reset. And the friend who was aware of this didn't really even have a strong idea about what the reset was. It hasn't really kept up with all the information about the Republic and or the global financial reset. So wasn't anticipating that, was kind of surprised by it and didn't really know what it meant. And I did a search on the Weather Channel for global reset, and of course mostly what I found was about global warming. I couldn't find what I was looking for, but it's a pretty trusted source, so I did just want to mention that. And one of the other things that kind of just makes me think, could this really be happening? Max Keiser usually has so much to say, and he seemed kind of reticent yesterday when he was on Alex Jones about saying very much. He seemed like he didn't really want to say very much. And of course, I mentioned that to Don, and Don said, well, he doesn't want to be responsible for a collapse. He doesn't want to leave himself open to a lawsuit if it were to happen, because he's considered an expert, and people might just, dump things based on his word. But he seemed very tentative, as if he didn't want to say too much, as if he was kind of trying to hold back. So I think it is possible that something big is happening. Is the Republic being restored? Is the corporation signing off? I don't know. That might be wishful thinking. But certainly it's obvious, just looking at the financial markets in the U.S., that something is going on. And this is just for fun. Michael Jackson Billboard Music Awards 2014. This actually happened much earlier, but I became aware of it yesterday. And a kind of holographic image of Michael Jackson made an appearance at the Billboard Music Awards. And I'm addressing this right now just because of what I've mentioned about over the last week or so about Robin Wright's film, The Congress, and the ability that somebody has to scan people in, get a 3D image of somebody that can be used, can be animated, can be made to sing and dance, as we see here. And I noticed this article yesterday. I have mentioned this before, the idea that the musical note A has been set to the wrong frequency. And this is from Collective Evolution. Here's why you should consider converting your music to A equals 432 hertz. And this article has a lot of information that I have mentioned before about sound, frequency, the effect of sound and vibrations on various substances, particularly water, which certainly infers that sound has a huge impact on people because we are 75% water. So some interesting reading here. And for the good news of the day, from mainstreampreppers.com, how much land do you need to be self-sufficient? According to this article, about 1 to 2 acres. And the Garbage Warrior, the houses that were made out of things that had been disposed of, I think they were supporting a family on a quarter of an acre. So there's some great ideas in this article and very encouraging that, yes, we can become self-sufficient. And when we are self-sufficient, we have much more opportunity to be self-determined. Thank you for tuning in for today's 99th Monkey Liberty News. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Hoping that you will love one another, take care, become self-determined, and in doing so, insist on liberty.